Dear students, welcome to our class on Early Warning Systems, EWS, Early Warning Systems for Agriculture 1. See, in the previous classes, we tried to understand what are the disasters. There are different classifications of disasters. In my book, Principles and Practices of Agricultural Disaster Management. Principles and Practices of Agricultural Disaster Management by V. Radha Murthy, myself, published by Book Syndicate Publishers. In that, I have given very simple and elaborate, very simple classification in an elaborate way that disasters, how best we can classify the disasters. In that, disaster risk management is there. Disaster risk management. See, early warning systems are one of the major components. Early warning systems are one of the major components of the disaster risk management for agriculture. So, how the early warning system differs from the weather forecasting. See, predicting the weather for the next few days to follow is known as weather forecasting. Early warning system is one of the components of disaster risk management, one of the important components of disaster risk management, in which weather forecasting, we assess the weather and give the forecast. We assess the weather and give the forecast. Yes, heavy rainfall is going to occur in these areas. More than heavy rainfall is occurring in areas. There is no possibility for rainfall. Like that, we assess the weather and predict the weather. Here, the major difference from the weather forecasting as far as the early warning system is concerned, when a risk is imminent, please understand, when a risk is imminent and when a risk is going on, the forecast and the suggestions, the system that works, is known as early warning system. Once again, I would like to say, in the weather forecast, we assess the system. Say, for example, heavy rainfall forecast, we assess it and then we give it. Okay, this is going to happen. But actually, when the risk is imminent, just going to happen in few hours, or risk is going on, then the early warning system plays excellent role in three aspects. Saving the lives of the human beings and then animals, infrastructure of society as well as agriculture, above all, crop protection. So these are the this is the basis for early warning system. Early warning system differs a lot from weather forecasting. In weather forecasting, we assess the system of the weather. We assess the weather system and give, yes, this is going to happen, like advisories, okay, weather advisories. Now, in the early warning system, or where the risk is imminent, and risk is going on, and there, okay, early warning system works a lot. Now, the institutional arrangements. So what are the institutional arrangements? India Meteorological Department is one of the best departments as far as weather information dissemination, weather forecasting, whatnot. However, the department itself cannot cover all the disasters. So, say for example, hydrometeorological disasters are there. These floods are there, droughts are there. Floods come under the component of Central Water Commission, CWC. Droughts come under the component of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Whereas the weather forecasting, general weather forecasting, or weather disaster management information is concerned, the India Meteorological Department provides information on floods, information on drought to the respective departments which are taking up the actions to be followed like that, So hydrometeorology, avalanches, say for avalanche, the DRDO is a component, deals it perfectly. Coastal area erosion is concerned at national level organizations. That's what we try to discuss in this. And now, multi-hazard early warning system in India. Multi-hazard early warning system. See, actually, hazards never occur all of a sudden, except the earthquakes or something like that. Even in that case also, even though there is no lead time, we can say there is no lead time, at least the earthquake, when it occurs, as these are the possible areas of earthquake in India. These are the possible areas for a reoccurrence or continuous occurrence for earthquake. Like that, some data we have. So based on that data, what we do is, see, multi-hazard. In an area where an earthquake is occurring, we cannot rule out the flood occurring. We cannot rule out the possibility for a drought. So multi-hazard. Okay. So multi-hazard early warning system in India is a very, very broad, excellent structure is there. Number one, from surface, upper air and satellite observation. From surface, upper air and satellite observations, the initial conditions are determined for global models and adding numerical weather prediction incorporation, we call it as, okay. Then finally multi-mode ensemble technique, we call it as. Ensemble means, we go for the best, we pick up the best option from among all these things. Okay, so this is the system. See, from the surface, from upper air, from satellite, the initial values of the weather conditions are taken, run in different models, global model, weather models, and then we get the output. And then from that output, it is given to the policy makers, and then actions are taken. So this is multi-hazard means, for everything. Early warning system is required for any hazard or every hazard. So that's why. So this is the basis for our discussion later. Role of GKMS for early warning. The Gram and Krishi Mosam Seva in early warning for agriculture. Particularly, we, the agriculture meteorologists, are known. So how an early warning system is given for the farmers. Farmers are the backbone of Indian economy. Farmers, produce the food what we eat. Every food we eat each time, we should thank farmers. So because they work very hard, they toil in the field, and they arrange the food. So for them, through GKMS, Gramin Krishi Mosam Seva, early warning system. So here, just one or two important points I would like to share before I go in detail. See, up to 2008, good, some Agromet advisory service since 1945, farmers, weather bulletins. Farmers weather bulletins starting way back in 1945. Then slowly Agromet advisory service. Then now it is a GKM, So here also, like any other weather forecast, GKMS is exclusive for the farmers. Medium range weather forecasting and extended range weather forecasting. Medium range weather forecasting, they give 3 to 10 days. Extended range from 2 weeks to 1 month. Now, whenever there is a risk is weather related risk is occurring, so early warning systems they give it, so that helps the farmers to save their crops, to save their animals, to save their agriculture infrastructure, and above all, the lives of the farmers and the agricultural supporting staff at the field level. Now, see, this is what we are going to do, discuss, as I said. Early warning systems are the important component of disaster risk management. Early warning systems are the important components of disaster risk management. In contrast to okay, forecasting systems which assess risk. Okay, the main they assess the risk. The main purpose of the early warning system is okay to issue warnings when okay a risk is imminent and a risk is already occurring. That's what I told. Now early warning systems for example, okay, comprise four interrelated elements. For example, you take early warning systems for floods. So what we should do, okay, crop is there, flood is occurring. What to do here? Assessment and knowledge of the flood risk of that area. In that particular area, crops are grown. Okay, we should assess and okay, we should have the knowledge of the floods of the previous years. Okay, then local hazard monitoring and warning system. What are the systems that are available for hazard warning? Okay, revenue department is helping or some other department is helping, like that. So flood risk dissemination. We should disseminate the risk information on risk of flood. We should disseminate. Finally, community response is always required. That means the participation of the farmers is very much essential. So based on the risk, they should okay, take up the management options. So here, so some second thing, institutional arrangements. What for institutional arrangements for early warning system? Say for example, as I said, earlier hydrometeorological disasters. What are the hydrometeorological disasters? So tropical cyclones, or thunderstorms, or gales, whatnot, macro and meso. Right. So for all these things, India Meteorological Department takes care of. Central Water Commission takes care of floods. However, India Meteorological Department supplies the information on forecasting of heavy rains and everything. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare takes care of droughts. However, the India Meteorological Department gives weather monitoring and forecasting information. DRDO is a specialist organization for snow avalanches. Support from IMD is how much snow is occurring in what areas, and Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. They are responsible for climate change impacts on severe weather events. So including IITM, Institute of Tropical Meteorology, India Meteorological Department, they give inputs for them. So geological hazards, earthquakes, tsunamis, etc. Okay, NCS and INCOPSIS. Okay, NCOS, you know it. So environmental impacts. What are the environmental? Air pollution is an environmental. Smog is an environmental impact. Fog is an environmental impact. So for all these things, India Meteorological Department will take care of. Coastal zone management and coastal erosion are taken care of again by NCCR, and of course ecosystem monitoring and modeling. Ecosystem monitoring, we have to see the ecosystem. IITM, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, and IMD take care of that thing. So there are two types of major hazards as far as hazards are concerned. Okay, there are mesoscale and then macro scale. Macro scale, cyclones, very heavy rainfall, floods, drought. Mesoscale, thunderstorms, hailstorms, tornado. These are all the mesoscale hazards. So now what is the multi-hazard early warning system? That's what I told some 2 to 3 minutes back. Multi-hazard early warning system. See, from surface, from upper air and from satellite. Okay. The observations are taken. They are used as the initial condition to run the models. What are the models? First thing is global models. Second thing is the numerical weather prediction model. Ensemble models. What is an ensemble model? Ensemble model gives the best output from the models after initial values. So from there, after the initial values are obtained from the surface observations, upper air observations, and satellite observations, and so many sources are there. Initial values, we give it, we run the models, and then we get the output, and for that output is in the form of the forecast or early warning. We take it, and then it is given to the decision makers. Decision makers will implement, and then action is taken. So for different, as I said a couple of minutes back, if it is hydrometeorological disasters, India Meteorological Department. If it is a flood, it is a Central Water Commission. If it is, of course, they are all supported. If it is a drought, Ministry of Agriculture and farmers welfare, they take care of it. So like that, avalanches, DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, so they all take. But however, India Meteorological Department gives excellent inputs for them to take the decisions and early warning system. So what are the outcome of this early warning system? Please note that the outcome of early warning system is saving the lives of the citizens and then farmers, saving the lives of animals as well, and also so infrastructure protection above all, we get we give some confidence to the public and farmers on and management options whenever there is a disaster risk is occurring. Now, there are certain key issues in the early warning system. Number one is the early warning system should be people centered. It should be people centered and participatory process. It is not it is not that some department gives the information and some other department coordinates and then it is a participatory process. Everybody should involve. Social and cultural aspects also are involved in that one. So for the early warning system, low cost early warning system equipment, they are very much useful. There should be many channels open for dissemination of information. So for to promote further development of investment in disaster risk management, the basis is for the GFCS, Global Framework for Climate Services, Global Framework for Climate. That is the pattern, that is given by World Meteorological Organization way back from 2010-11 onwards. So facilitate sharing and exchange of information from other countries. Weather is not some particular place, it is a global phenomena. It is a planetary systems are there. So that's why we should exchange the information from other countries as well. So overview of accomplishments and challenges in early warnings. Overview. What are the accomplishments? What are the things we are able to give? So we have been able to give. India Meteorological Department had always giving the information about the meteorological hazards. Central Water Commission is taking care of floods. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare is taking care of droughts. Geological Survey of India, landslides, mudslides. For that information is given by India Meteorology as far as heavy rainfall is concerned. National Center for Seismology is taking care of earthquakes. Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services are taking care of tsunamis, etc. Now, here, so better institutional arrangements with the establishment of Ministry of Earth Sciences since 2006, Ministry of Earth Sciences. Since 2006, better institutional arrangement. This is the achievement as far as the early warning system is concerned. Once again, I would like to impress upon my beloved students that imminent risk is occurring. Then we give the early warning system. So these are all the organizations we have wonderful institutional arrangements for the management of risk. See, again, I am trying to impress upon you that. Early warning system is one of the components of disaster risk management. That one should understand. What are the improvements for as far as weather forecasting or warning systems are concerned? So what are the improvements we made? We have increased the resolution of global climate forecast, increased global resolution. So as little as 12 kilometers for numerical weather prediction models, 9 and 3 kilometers for the regional models, improved capabilities for predicting the high impact weather, increase in validity of forecast for 7 days, and specialized services for health and power. Specialized services, also specialized services for pilgrimages like Sri Amarnath Yatra, Mata Vaishno Devi, Hemkund Sahib, Chardham, etc. Hilly areas, including expeditions, special weather bulletins, special weather information. In other words, early warning systems, any risk is there. These are all given by India Meteorological Department. Now, of course, as far as some challenges are there, we have to scale up the observations. We have to improve the data assimilation. Data assimilation is the basic process in the numerical weather prediction. And some forecasts we have to improve, improved information and dissemination system. See, all these things are available. We need to have an excellent dissemination system at the ground level, because the lead time is much less for the early warning system updates. So what are the things we have to take care of as far as the way forward is concerned? So we have to improve our observational network of weather information. So weather radar network we have to improve. Upper air observations we have to improve, and satellite meteorology, we should take care of satellite meteorology. We should take care of numerical weather prediction models are the best as on today. They are the backbone. Numerical weather prediction models are the backbone of weather forecast. We have to improve them further, particularly assimilation of different models to give the ensemble output. Such that the best output we should get it at Gramin Krishi Mausam Seva. As I said, as far as agriculture early warning is concerned, Gramin Krishi Mausam Seva is helping because the state level there are 130 Agromet field units are there. 660 DAMUs, district agrometeorological units are there. Through these systems, and these DAMUs are now sub-district and block level are there. So through this mechanism, every day in the Doordarshan, twice in the Kisan for the farmers, Kisan Doordarshan, both in the morning as well as in the evening, twice in a day, we are giving the agrometeorological management options. Through these, the dissemination is there. But weather forecasting is concerned from main framework of the India Meteorological Department. We get the weather information, we get the weather forecast. From there, one of the most important components to manage risks is the early warning system for agriculture in GKMS process. GKMS process, earlier it was known as Agromet Advisory Services. Particularly, through this system, system of what? Agromet field units, district agromet units, and sub district level units. Weather information management options are provided to the farmers. So this is what I would like to share with you as far as early warning systems for agriculture 1. We march ahead from now onwards. Thanking you very much for your very patient hearing.